folks, Dan Frio here, the Mortgage Update. Today is Easter. So just want to wish everybody a happy, safe, and healthy Easter. Hope you've met some family somehow, some way. Maybe you Skyped them, Zoomed them, FaceTimed them, called them. At least you reached out to somebody just to say hi. You were thinking of them. So I hope everybody had a safe, happy, and healthy Easter. There was some breaking news came out, and that's why I wanted to post this video. One major lender just kind of dramatically changed all their mortgage guidelines. So if you're working with them, you might want to change, make a quick change, because if you're looking to buy a house in a refinance, I don't think they're going to be able to help you. Also, I wanted to give you an update on the forbearance agreements. I get a lot of quotes and discussions below in my email or my YouTubes of people saying, you know, here's what the forbearance is doing for me. It is letting me skip payments and all this other stuff. Awesome. If you got that, great for you. Please read the fine line, because I want to go over a couple of things with you. So first, let me go over some of the news from JPMorgan Chase. They just came out and said they're going to, from Tuesday on, customers applying for new mortgages need a credit score of 700 and at least 20% of a down payment. That's going to leave out a lot of people. Most people don't have a 700 credit score, and they definitely don't have 20% down, especially first-time home buyers. If you reach out to Chase and they tell you this, don't fret. This is where the benefits of a mortgage broker or mortgage banker like myself. We're flush with cash right now, and it's business as usual, other than FHA loans. FHA loans credit scores just went to 640. That should be a temporary adjustment on FHA loans, but you can even still qualify for a conventional loan at 620. So when you call, we'll kind of weigh all your options for that. And it's only on first-time home buyers. It's still 3% down, not the 20% that Chase is asking you to put down. A lot of the big banks might be following this. We deal with many of these on the jumbo markets, and a lot of them have pulled out of the market, period. And it's basically because of the forbearance agreements that are out there. And a lot of people are putting out information saying, you know, just call your mortgage lender, and they have to, because of the CARE Act, not have you make payments. That's not the truth. And that's why I wanted to post another article today. Is right here. This goes over mortgage forbearance. I want to go down through here and just say what a forbearance is it's basically it's suspending your payments temporarily. Not saying skip. Suspending. Okay, up to 180 days and then possibly another 180 days. However, right here, the law does not state that the lender must grant you a forbearance. However, most will. Okay, they don't have to. Okay, like that's the first thing. They don't have to. The second part of that is suspend your payments. It's not saying skip. It's not saying throw at the end of your loan. It's not saying anything of those. They might come out and offer you those, but they don't have to. By law, they don't have to do that for you. And that's what I want to get across to everybody. And also it says down in here, as always, if you get a forbearance agreement, make sure you get everything in writing. Please don't just take somebody's word for it and say, oh, you know what, Mary told me on the 18th that I didn't have to make this month's payment or next month's payment. That's not going to hold up. It's not. So there's going to be a lot of people that are just going to get, you know, they're going to skip a payment, 2 payments. They're going to start getting called by their mortgage companies. And there's going to be a lot of grief with a lot of households. So as I was stating last week on many of my videos, the alternative to doing this is refinancing. Why? Rates are the lowest they've ever been since recorded history. Somebody responded on one of my YouTubes saying, Dan, I got an X amount interest rate back so-and-so time or whatever. That's great. You might have been at a lender that had just, for some reason, a special going on, some sort of things. But if you follow the MBS markets, you can see that we're at the lowest point ever since they've been recording the mortgage-backed securities market. So look at refinancing. If you want to check and see all your options, just go to thefrioteam.com. And the best way to do this is don't click one of these. You're most likely going to refinance. But those looking to buy, again, don't freak out because Chase just went to a 700 credit score with 20% down. I can still get you done with a 620 score and 3% down. So don't worry. So best way to do this is go to thefrioteam.com. And I ask you to click here. Click apply now. It's going to launch you to this system right here. I do have a glitch right now in the system. So if you would, on any of these, when you're putting in your address, use the state for right now. Put in Illinois. For some reason, when I have all the tech guys on this, is when you put any other state, it says not licensed, or it's giving multiple different error codes. So when you're filling this out, please just put in the state of Illinois. But everything else, make sure it's accurate. I'll probably get in touch with you once this is completed, if it's Monday through Friday between 9 and about 6 p.m., 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. I'll probably get in touch with you within the hour. So expect a phone call. I'm not calling to badge you. I'm not calling to pest you or sell you on anything. Basically, I just want to go over your application, ask you some questions, pick your brain, and you should be prepared to ask me some questions. A bunch of things. Dan, how do you check my credit scores? What programs do you have available? What's the difference between conventional and FHA? All this other stuff. If you don't ask, I'm going to probably tell you anyways and say, here's what I do. Here's what we're looking to do. I'm going to come back to you with probably multiple offers and let you know, here's different programs that you could qualify for, and here's the one I would probably put you in and why. But you're ultimately the boss. You determine on what program we ultimately go with. But there's no reason for me to steer you wrong, because I appreciate you watching my videos. I appreciate you subscribing, thumbs up, and you're reaching out to me. So what I don't want is I don't want any bad publicity on my YouTube channel. So I promise you I'll do the best I can and put you into the best program available for you. So the best way to get a hold of me, well, let me tell you a little bit about me for those new on the channel. My name is Dan Frio. I'm a mortgage advisor, have been for 32 years now. I'm in the Chicagoland area, but I basically cover about 42 states right now. There's a few that were pending licenses in right now, so I might not be able to help everybody, but that's where we're at right now. You can follow me on here. If you're in Chicago, I'd highly suggest you tune in if you would. I'm on radio Monday through Friday at 7:30 to 8 p.m. on WYLL Radio. It's a Christian radio station. You can also hear me on WIND Radio Saturday mornings from 7 to 8. I have guests on there, economic advisors, financial planners, accountants, IRS challengers, and a whole slew of people to make it informative to you. We don't just talk about mortgages for an hour. So I'd suggest you tune in there. But what I would like you to do is, if you would, please give me a thumbs up on the video. I also would ask you to share the video for those out there so we can reach more and more people so they don't get bamboozled with this forbearance program. Because I can guarantee you in about 6 months, there's going to be a lot of people in a lot of trouble because they missed these payments and they didn't save the money or put the money aside to pay it, because in most cases, you may owe all of your missed payments at one time right there. So those are the things. I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. I'm just trying to give you the facts behind everything. The lender is not, by law, required to grant you the forbearance. And in most cases, what it's doing is it's postponing the payments for 3, 4, 5 months, and then you'll have one huge payment to make. So to avoid that, look into refinancing, and I'd love to help. So to reach out to me, you can give me a call at 844-775-LOAN. That's 844-775-5626. Or you can find me on the web at thefrioteam.com. Or shoot me an email at dfrio, which is FRIO, at preferredrate.com. All my information's right there. Love to hear from you. God bless. Have a great, happy Easter to you. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye-bye.